I had a video all ready to go to talk about the DCI Southwestern Championship. Then this happened. Let's talk about it next on March or Die. Welcome back to March or Die. I'm the Stress Master. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, truly appreciate you guys being here, watching my videos, participating in the community. So thank you very much for that. If you have not subscribed, now would be a great time to do so. That way you get notified when we have cool videos on this channel like the one you're about ready to watch right now. So let's talk about this. So I have this whole video. I recorded everything. I was about ready to get it ready to go, and then this happened. Mesquite, Texas. Okay, so I was already, like I said, ready to have the video recorded. I was about ready to edit it and get everything ready to go. And then I saw this show and then the scores that came out of this show. So I'm glad I kind of waited a little bit because sometimes things happen like this. But let's take a look at what happened here. So Carolina Crown jumps ahead of Boston Crusaders by 1/10 of a point. Very cool, right? Now, Blue Stars, I think about the same position. I'm going to pull them up side by side, the Southwestern Championship in this show, so we can see the scoring and like the difference. So this is only like a 2-day difference. So 2 days. Colts, 84-4. Crossman jump up 81.050. I believe they scored a 78. So they jumped up 3 points in 2 days. Good for them. Good for them. But this is also something that happened here. Blue Knights jumps ahead of Pacific Crest at an 80.725. And then we have Madison Scouts with the 78.650, and then the 77.3, and then Genesis with a 71.9. So let me pull these up side by side here. So you might see a little cut because I'm going to shift them over here for a second. So I put these up side by side so you guys can see. Sorry about that. On the left, we have the Southwestern Championship on the 22nd on Saturday, and then DCI Mesquite on Monday. Let's take a look at Carolina Crown. So 90.563. They jump up to a 92.250. Big jump. And once again, you got to take the scores relative because they're at a different show with different competition. So the scores are going to be a little different. But that's a pretty significant jump. Okay. So let's also look at Boston. So Boston Crusaders went from a 91.6. They moved up a little bit to 92.150. But Boston got overtaken by Crown. So let's scroll on down the neighborhood here. So we have Pacific Crest with an 80.475. They actually stayed at the exact same score, 80.475. Blue Knights moved from an 80.130 up to an 80.725. So only about a half of a point, but I can see how that could possibly happen. And then we have the Crossman, 78.125. They jump up to an 81.050. So 3-point jump, give or take, in 2 nights. So, okay. Things happening. Like I said, things are going to happen here. Madison Scouts, they scored at 77.175. They went up 78.650. So they went up a point. And the Spirit of Atlanta also went up a point. So I'm really happy that they're moving up, and that's great and fantastic. So, like I said, I was going to do a whole recap, break down I broke down all the captions and all this stuff like that. It was a very long video, so maybe this might be a better video for you. But I kind of really wanted just to. When I saw the scores for DCI Mesquite, I was just like, whoa! There's a lot of jumps and a lot of flipping of positions. So I wanted to take a look at the recaps for the DCI Mesquite. So let me grab the recaps here. And once again, thank you guys for joining me. Really do appreciate it. If you like this kind of analysis, then you're in the right video. So as we're going to break it down here. All right, so Carolina Crown, 18-8 in GE, 18-7 for Boston, and then 18-6 in GE2, 18-3. So 37-4, 37-0. So it's pretty much a solid first. They did get a second and 1 sub-caption of performance. And also visual, Boston got an 18-6 over an 18-3. And then visual analysis, 18-4 to 18-3. So a little bit of a flip there. And then it looks like they took the visual caption, Boston Crusaders did, took the visual caption by 0.25. So And then let's look down at the Crossmen. So the Crossmen with the biggest jump, like I said, 3 points in one show, 2 nights. They jumped up quite a bit in GE to a 33, 16.3 GE. Okay, so 33, and then Blue Knights at 32.6, and Pacific Crest also tying, so they're both tied for GE. In visual, this is where things get a little tighter. We got Crossman at 24.4, 24.2, and a 24.150. So the 3 now are in competition to get the 12th spot. So we will see what happens. We still have a little bit more time left. Just never know what's going to happen. So let's look at brass. So brass 18.2 with Carolina Crown. They have a great brass. Boston Crusaders 18.1. Blue Stars 17.4, 16.6, 15.2, 16.1 for the Blue Knights. Yeah, they have a really, like I said on my video of my recap of the California show, they have a really solid sound. I was really impressed with their sound, so good for them. So Crossmen, they're a little bit below everyone else in the brass caption in music. So that's going to be something they're probably going to have to work towards. But music analysis, though, they get a 15.8. So pretty good score there. And then Pacific Crest got a 16.2. And then music percussion, Crossman got a 16.3 to a 16.350 to a 15.450. But then the music score 23.650. Blue Knights got the 23.925. So they actually got beaten in music. So it's all pretty close. I mean, look at this. 81.050, 80.725, and 80.475. So anybody could flip-flop or take anything like that. So that's what I thought was really interesting. I'm going to kind of go back here to the rankings just so we can see kind of where we're at now. So this is where it gets a little bit interesting. It says right now that Boston Crusaders is in the lead, but they don't have the highest score, and Blue Devils haven't competed. So take that for what you will. It's based on the average, right? So the last 3 average, they're averaging higher, but we'll see what happens when they meet again. And then we have Carolina Crown. And then Carolina Crown actually beat Boston. So it's like, once again, until we see everybody together again, it's not really going to matter what the scores are right now because we're at different shows and stuff like that. But it just kind of gives you an idea where they are ranking-wise. Mandarin's still hanging on strong at 87.675. Cadets are moving up. So we got to, that's something else to watch. The 5th, 6th place right there. Phantom Regiment also scoring at the exact same. So all 3 of these corps right here are in a race for that position, the 5th spot. And then we have the spots down here where we have Crossmen, who just beat these 2 corps here, Pacific Crest and Blue Knights. So we'll see if they pop into the top 12. If the other ones move, we'll have to kind of see how that goes throughout the season. And then Troopers and Colts are kind of hanging tight in their spot right there. So crazy. When I recorded the video for the DCI Southwestern, I was like, oh, everybody's in the places they should be in. I don't predict any movement. And then this show happened, and then lots of movement. Lots of movement from one show to another, which is kind of interesting. But I guess that's where the judging panel, where they have the 2 GEs, really kind of helps. And I think is there 2 visuals? One of the other captions, I think, had double as well. But it really helps average them out, so it's a little more steady. And then as soon as they went back to the normal format, you can see everything switched around again. So, all right, well, tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you have not subscribed and you like videos like this and you want to keep being entertained, subscribe. It only takes a second. You click that subscribe button, set your notifications. You get notified every time we have a new video here on March or Die. And we are going to be doing all kinds, we being me, I'm going to be doing all kinds of videos as we get closer and closer to finals. I am going to be doing a live stream commentary during finals. So I hope you guys will join that. I won't be showing finals on my screen because I'd get in serious trouble for that. But I will leave it open, and we can do like a comments and stuff like that. I'm going to be watching it, and then we'll be talking about it in between. So please join me for that. I will put it on the calendar here shortly, so you guys will see that on the schedule for live streams. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really excited. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I was kind of like, ho-hum, drum corps. But it's kind of turning it into a cool race. Everybody's starting to get better and better and better. They're dealing with a lot of conditions out there, like the extreme heats. And then everybody's getting sick because of that too, plus the air quality. So they're hanging in there. Everybody watching, hang in there. And then we'll see you guys at finals. All right, well, thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for the next video coming very, very soon. But until then, march on.